until the city takes over
But if the lease agreement doesn't have something in there about insurance that Mr. Kennedy would have to have in case he goes insolvent. Because if you listen to the presentation that we said, you know, if his amount of payroll is 60 million and his amount of income is 75 million, and the amount of insurance, the debt service is 60 million. That's a negative 50 million, and that's not even counting operating expenses. That right there is insolvent. That's a huge issue.
Ma'am, just a second. You use the word insolvency very freely and very quickly. Ma'am, would you let me finish?
Sure.
You've never yet. Now, what I'm sharing with you is, I can't imagine that Fortis Capital, Deutsche Bank, and Bank of America are going to finance a project which you're suggesting in its infancy is based upon insolvency. I don't believe the numbers that somebody on your behalf, Mr. Baker or somebody, may have promulgated. I don't believe those are full, complete, and accurate. I do not believe this project is in any way, shape, or form one based upon or has a foundation of insolvency. If the project was to be as you suggest, there would not be anyone else wanting to become involved in the financing of it. So I don't know how else to suggest to you. I don't think your calculations are correct.
One of the things to know where we got the numbers from is from Mr. Kennedy's emails.
Ma'am, I don't know. Maybe you did. I've not seen the emails. I don't know anything about them. I heard these things for the first time this evening. I don't have any basis on what the calculations are made. I mean, if from my discussions with Mr. Kennedy's attorney and from what I've heard from Mr. Kennedy, this is anything but an insolvent project. I don't think you would see the type of financial institutions that are wanting to be involved in this project being involved. It was premised on insolvency.
Well, if there was such a good project and there would be a project plan that says that it's so wonderful, why isn't that being released to the public?
Ma'am, my belief is that in a project of this nature, as it develops, it goes a step at a time. The first step, in my opinion, is the determination is made as to what land is available, on what terms and conditions on the land are available. At that time, there are preliminary projections as to what this project will involve. This matter will then go before planning and zoning. It will then go under the deed of restrictions from DNR. It will then go into lease terms with the city. It will then go under permitting all the way through. I don't know how the city could have put itself in a better position to be protected than it is right now. I truly don't. I don't think you're going to find any project of this nature where someone comes in and develops a multi-million dollar detailed engineering plan and everything else at this stage of the proceedings. If the city were to close with PPG, and if the lease goes forward, there's a 5-year window. In that 5-year window, there is level after level after level of scrutiny and permitting and legal requirements made of Wings Enterprises. If they fail at any step of the way, the project doesn't go beyond that step. If they come in the engineering that they present, and we discussed this at great length with DNR. And I know there's a lot of references to, well, Crystal City is going to become the second lens motor in the town. What I feel very comfortable in, having been told repeatedly by DNR, is that St. Joe, Doe Run, whoever you want to call it, was grandfathered in. That could never, ever happen again. And I, unlike some people here, I have confidence in the Department of Natural Resources in their permitting process. I'm quite familiar with what's going on with the Folsom project. I'm quite comfortable with what they're doing there. I'm quite comfortable with what EPA is doing there. And so, in that context, I think the city is truly protected.
But if someplace down the road he doesn't get all of his permits, Kennedy's supposed to get back his $2 million plus 6% interest. Where is that money going to come from?
if the money is generated from the sales price. If it isn't generated from the sales price, he's obviously not going to get the money back.